Hey everybody, could you use some good news? Well, let's start with this. New research suggests that a form of childhood brain cancer could be treated just as effectively with fewer side effects using a proton beam. Proton beam therapy is more precise than other forms of radiotherapy. It causes less damage to tissue surrounding the target area, and a new study led by doctors at Massachusetts General Hospital's Proton Center shows that proton therapy is at least as safe and effective as more conventional radiotherapy and causes fewer toxic side effects in the treatment of medulloblastoma, which is the most common form of childhood brain cancer. There were side effects, of course. Some patients in the study reported hearing loss and problems with hormone levels, but the more serious side effects associated with conventional radiotherapy, such as cardiac or pulmonary problems, were not observed. A treatment for childhood cancer that is just as effective with less of an impact on the patient's quality of life, I'd call that good news. The study is published in The Lancet. Next up, scientists at UCLA have found evidence that may reveal exactly how the moon was formed. The formation of the moon has been a topic of fascination for a long time, but it hasn't been a mystery for a while now. The general consensus is that the moon was created when the early Earth collided with another object called Theia. The big remaining question is, what did that collision look like? Many have theorized that Earth was sideswiped by Theia, but researchers at UCLA think it went another way. By analyzing the chemical signatures of moon rocks and comparing them to the signatures of rocks that originated from Earth's mantle, the UCLA researchers were able to determine that the remnants of Theia were incorporated into the composition of both Earth and the moon, which suggests that the early Earth and Theia struck each other in a head-on collision, not a glancing blow. Theia is estimated to have been somewhere between the sizes of Earth and Mars, and would probably have settled into its own orbit and become a planet itself eventually. Think how differently our solar system would look today were it not for that fatal collision 4.5 billion years ago. One extra planet and no moon for Earth. The UCLA study is published in the journal Science. And finally, a researcher at Oxford University has concluded that large-scale conspiracies would be impossible to keep secret for more than a few years. Dr. David Robert Grimes calculated how long it would take under a best-case scenario for alleged large-scale conspiracies to be exposed to the public, either by a whistleblower or a careless conspirator. Grimes based his calculation on actual secret government programs that were eventually brought to light, such as the NSA activities revealed by Edward Snowden. Grimes looked at 4 popular conspiracy theories: the Apollo moon landing hoax, the climate change hoax, the cover-up of the real dangers of vaccination, and the cover-up of the cure for cancer. He found that each of those conspiracies would most likely have been revealed within 4 years, if they actually existed. It turns out complicated projects that require the cooperation of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people are extremely difficult to keep secret for very long. Who would have thought? Dr. Grimes's paper is published in the journal PLOS ONE. A study finds that proton beam therapy is easier on pediatric cancer patients than other forms of radiotherapy. Scientists now think the moon was formed when an ancient planet had a head-on collision with Earth, and a researcher concludes that some of the internet's favorite conspiracy theories would have collapsed under their own weight if they were real. That's the good news. Hey everybody, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and share it and subscribe to this channel if you're not subbed already. And also, please consider helping me to make more videos like this one by supporting this channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/SteveShives to become a patron. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Right, Adi? Yeah.